Our pivot this morning is 41.62, above resistance at 67, 74, 79, 86, support below 53, 45, 33, 27, pivot 62, support 53, 45, 33, 27, resistance on the upside at 67, 74, 79, and 86. All right, welcome some of the new folks that are here. We are trading mini S&Ps, and the difference between mini S&Ps and the big S&P is that the big S&P trades in the pit, which is closed, and the minis are electronically traded. That's one difference. The second difference is the mini is 5 times smaller than the big S&P. So the value per point and per tick and everything else like that is 5 times larger. So here where it's $50 a point, it's $250 a point with the big with the big S&P. So that's the difference. Welcome, Andrew. We can at least get you that information a little later on when we start focusing in on that as the market quickly, speedily comes up here to our 67 area. If it's a little bit too fast, too quick for you, just be a little bit patient. Always, get that first burst out of the way and then trade after that. We'll see what happens from there. All right, quickly coming up here to the 74 area. So we are scalping the market. We're using the levels that we gave out. In addition to price action opportunities, we're looking for areas where the market will give us some opportunities to scalp for 2 to 3 points on our trades with the 2 to 3 point stop. That's the opportunity here. We trade every day, and we have to wait for market fluctuations to give us those opportunities. And if you don't like the way it was, and you can scratch it right now, you have the ability to right now. So again, what scalping means is basically we're trying to find the areas of inflection that the market will bounce off of to give us an opportunity to make money. Those areas of inflection are the setups that we have to trade futures, or actually any other market if you are interested in trading other markets as well. This gives you the ability to trade other markets as well if you understand the concepts that we have. We focus in on one market here because I feel it's important to understand what makes a market moves. We understand when numbers are going to be released, or fundamental news is going to be released to help you with the understanding of the. There's a nice rotation here off of 67. You had to take a little bit of heat on that, but it was quick. And if you didn't take it, I get it. As the market rotates quickly back down here to our pivot. Now, the market fell off once Europe opened up this morning. And Europe kind of broke, and we kind of followed in their footsteps. As now we're bouncing off of the 62 area here. I mean, you have to be a little bit quick today. We actually got some volatility. So, every time we always talk about we are volatility dependent as far as our trading is concerned. And this is obviously one example where we have to be extra patient here and wait for the opportunities. And today, at least, we're getting it. And that usually happens, like I keep saying, when the markets go down. So can we repeat the levels in the chat box area? Some of you might have been a little bit late. There we go. And again, use those as a guide. There's nothing etched in stone here. You can add to them, subtract to them. We have added to them. We have subtracted from them. We have deleted some of them because of the way the price action told us to. So there's various ways. Those are just a guide to the day, nothing etched in stone. Everything here is independently. It all depends on each individual here, how they trade and how they look at markets and what they perceive and how they interpret some levels. Those are all individualized things, which again uh, we are focusing on that. We understand that more than anything else because we understand that everybody here has different risk tolerances, and so we respect that. All right, market again bouncing out here off of our pivot area. Maybe another little opportunity there for you to have a little trade there if you're a little aggressive. I mean, we're moving around today, which is nice. That hasn't been the case recently. We've had to be a little bit more patient. So you have to be a little bit quicker. Obviously, when the markets are whipping around a little bit, the opportunities come around quicker. And sometimes you also have to extend your stops here a little bit, given the extra volatility, but it also means that you can extend your profit targets as well. So we're definitely volume and volatility dependent more than anything else. We need the volatility. We like volatility when markets move around. We appreciate that, and that gives us an opportunity for us to make money. And when it gets slow, like you've seen it lately, we've had to be very patient and kind of bide our time till the market kind of reaches an area or comes to a point where we have an opportunity to trade, which is all good because again, we talk about patience here more than anything else. Is a very important aspect of trading. And that's what that's what's important. So we've rotated back down here again. You have to. We have an education package that includes a lot of setups. I mainly talk about the setups that we gave out with our levels, but there's a lot of price action opportunities that are occurring once the market starts trading, and when it's moving, it's great because those opportunities obviously are more plentiful than if they're just kind of sitting around and sidewinding. Not by coincidence, when the markets go down, we get a little bit busier. Always seems to be the case, right? And continues to be the case. VIX is up to a 19 handle, and it's because we are breaking. And there's definitely a coincidence with the market rotating to the downside and us getting busy. But again, we've always talked about that. We understand that. So again, we're going to just hang in here against our blue band, against our pivot area. Nice rotation off of that pivot area. It was quick. Also, a nice rotation against our 67. Obviously, had to take a little bit of heat on that. Excuse me, because of the way it was trading. And like I said before, some of our traders like the volatility, some don't. And you have to just find a niche that makes you happy. Dow Jones Industrials started May on the right foot. The index climbing 200 points yesterday, and the growth stocks took the back seat. The trend continues overnight as the Dow futures inch up, though the contract linked to the NASDAQ and S&P were off 0.3%. So we have a number coming out here at 9 o'clock, top of the hour. Factory orders that's going to be released. Not really a big number, but it's a number nonetheless. Again, fundamental numbers are released during the day affect the market, and also other factors as well. I try to keep you informed as to when a Fed speaks, or there are going to be other fundamental numbers going to be released after the market opens up. There's obviously a lot of fundamental numbers released before the market opens, and we sometimes take a backseat to that. Like, for example, on Friday, there's going to be unemployment that's going to be released, and that's released at 7:30, and we open up here at 8:30. So those are sometimes, that's what happens a lot of times. There's always a 7:30 group of numbers and then a 9 o'clock group, and once in a while there's something in between. But most of the time, those numbers are already released, and we kind of react to it after the fact. As the market is back here at our pivot, kind of neutral, we could go either way from here. We have no opinion right now. As the support level on the downside is down to 53. Next upside resistance is going to be at 74. And the market rotates down here just a little bit. Again, next support level on the downside is the 53 area. So a number coming out here at 9, factory orders, a small number, albeit, but nonetheless, because of the volatility in the market, you never know. You have to be, it's nice to see that there's movement around, and we don't know what triggers it, right? I mean, I told you that we broke when Europe broke, but doesn't always mean that it's always going to be the case, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens. And support down at the 53 area. ISM New York's not really it's not something that I'm. It's a smallish number. I mean, real smallish number. I didn't even mention it because it's just too smallish of a number. I mean, I know it's coming out, but it's not a big deal. All right, market continues to downtick here a little bit, support down at the 53 area. All right, let's see what else we can talk about here. Retail stocks led the advance yesterday on Monday, with the Gap, Macy's rising 7%. Dillard closed around 10% higher. Urban Outfitters, Nordstrom's, Kohl's all gained 5%. Many apparel retailers are poised for a big pickup in sales as people order fresh attire to wear to the office and to go out to restaurants and attending other social functions. Beautiful. 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 I guess the clothes from a year ago, not going to fit. Maybe a year and a half ago. Whatever. All right, market continues to downtick here a little bit. Support down at the 53 area. See what it wants to do when it gets down there. States are continuing to relax pandemic restrictions due to a series of successful vaccine rollouts. Governor Cuomo from New York announced Monday that the most capacity restrictions will be lifted across New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut starting on May 19th. While 24-hour subway service will resume in New York City later this month, we are no longer in a state of emergency, said Florida's Governor DeSantis, who signed an executive order that immediately suspends the state's remaining public health restrictions. Well, I'm going to jet down right down to Florida there because, can do whatever they want down there. All right, we continue to slowly downtick here, support down at the 53 area. And again, keep your stops in no matter what. We are very, it keeps us in the game. The most important thing that you know or have as a trader is to be able to keep your stops in there, because you never know when some economic release is going to be released. Sometimes, we usually know when that is, but we never know when somebody's going to say something. Some politician or some Fed governor or some body that's going to affect the market, or there's some geopolitical situation that might occur unbeknownst to us, obviously, and although things do happen. As we come down here to our 57 area, see what it wants to do down here. Again, make sure you keep your stops in. I'm 53, sorry, not 57. All right, we're in the 53 area. The pivot, we don't have the pivot. I just give, I give those to you, and those are part of what we teach here. And the levels and support and resistance levels also are part of what we teach. So you learn how to find those, you learn how to trade them, you learn how to enter them, scale out of them. Everything depends on various situations and different market volatility. All those things are all dependent on how much business we get based on the trade that's available to us on any given day. As we're getting a little bit of a bounce here against our 53 area. Well, we're right at it, actually. We're not bouncing anywhere. So yeah, those are, we don't have them on the charts. So I try not to put too many lines on the charts. I like to keep it very simple. It makes it easier for me to understand what I'm doing. And also, it just makes it a cleaner chart. So we're very simple here. We don't try to get too complicated with a lot of stuff. So again, give you a chance here to scratch some of them if you didn't like the opportunity, you didn't like the price action. So we'll continue to downtick here a little bit. All right, if you are out, I understand. And we'll wait for the 45 area. So waiting now on 45. Again, we never know when the opportunity or the influx of volume one way or the other is going to occur. So that's why we keep our stops in. As we continue to downtick here, looking for the 45 area now. That's our next level of support. Okay, quickly coming down here to our 45 area. Nice little rotation here off of our 45. First entry point there is a top end of our scale, obviously. Again, we'd like to get the whole thing, but we just got the top end. Maybe if you want to, adjust not to the lower end if you wanted to, or you want to cancel, it's up to you. But at least we had a nice little rotation off our top end here, and we'll see what it wants to do. Obviously, there's a little bit of pressure on the market. Come back down here to the 45. Again, it's a little bit riskier now, so maybe you have to lessen your number of contracts that you're trading. But if you did leave the 45, you're getting paid off here. And we're trying to find those areas of inflection to give us an opportunity to make some money off of these levels. And again, we're obviously dependent. We don't know when it's going to an extra burst of energy is going to be released in the market to create volatility. So we always keep our stops in. Level on the downside is all the way down to 33. Really don't have anything down till 33 area. Obviously, there's some movement here in the market. Where, if somebody's at, could we have gotten short anywhere? Well, we did get short up on top there against our 67 area. We got up to 69 and change. So if you were able to get short up there and stay short, obviously you're cleaning up. But it is an area where you could have gotten. I mean, we were short. So you just got to stay focused and keep your stops in there. That way you get to keep yourself in the game. You don't get run over by one of these big moves, because there's no reason to, because that's why we use stops, right? Bonds here upticking. We're up to 158 handle. And obviously, we're getting a little bit of inverse trade here between bonds and S&Ps. Getting a little bit of a bounce here. We got down to the 42 and change area. So again, if you kept your 45 in there, we're getting a nice rotation here. Even if you got the lower end, you did not get stopped out, and hopefully you could take a little bit more than a couple points on the trade here. But a little profit taking. The market's been up, so there's a little selling pressure on the market. But that's why, again, we don't know that it was going to happen. If I could have told you to keep our 67s from the morning and, come back like a half an hour later, it would be okay. I wish I could have told you that. Right. Market continues to a little push off here at 40. Well, we had 45. So resistance right now, really nothing all the way up till about the 60 area. I know it seems like it's a lot, but when the volatility gets dumped in the market, this is not a demo chart. This is a live trading chart of the mini S&Ps. Sometimes I wish it was a demo chart, but no, it's a live chart. We are trading a live market. We're trading mini S&Ps. That is okay. That is nothing to do. Yes, you're right. It says demo on the top there next to the time frame. Yes, that just means how I access my charts. It has nothing to do with. It's not a demo chart. It's live charts, live prices, live movement. And if you could see my charts, or if you could see my my trading platform. My trading platform is different than the charts, so maybe that's where you're getting confused. But these are live charts. All right, so we've bounced here off of the 45 area. We got a little bit of run over there on our 53 area. And now the market is kind of settling into this 45 area, see what it wants to do. Next support level really is not till the 53 area, 633 area down below. The first chart on the left is a bond chart, a 30-year bond chart, followed by a hourly S&P chart, followed by a 5-minute S&P chart. So all right, really next level of support we have is down at the 33 area. You basically just need the 5-minute. You could probably make do with the 5-minute chart if you had to. Just pick one. So hourly in the middle and the 5 minute on the right and the bond chart to help us maybe sometimes with trading. No, you don't need three different time charts. I said you can probably make do with one. You can probably make do with the 5 minute. You have to find the one that suits you well for trading, whatever you're learning how to trade. If you're with us, uh, it's a matter of keeping things simple and we need future chart. Also the same trade. Futures. I don't understand that future chart. Well, futures charts. I mean, these are futures. We are trading futures. All right, we continue to downtick here. Next support level we have is down at the 33 area. Well, that's what you have to actually learn how to do, right? If you've never traded before, you have to learn how to enter and how to exit, right? When levels get reached and how they're triggered. And those are all part of the process here of understanding how to trade. So if you've never done this before, obviously it's new to you, but everybody has a platform. You need a platform to trade, and once you have the platform, then you could use a platform to enter your trades and use it to trade these charts here. These are not options. These are not stocks. These are equity futures. So you don't have to choose ES, not ES. You don't have to. This is a basket of stocks, and this is what the stock market is doing. When you hear that the stock market is down, the Dow is down. This is why, or one of those bigger things that everybody understands. This is what we're talking. This is what you're trading, that index. You're trading an index. Okay, a little volatility here. Not surprising. Like I said, we don't have really anything down till about the 33 area. The trading, well, once you get the platform, then the rest of it is you have to. Nothing chooses anything for you. You have to enter trades yourself. These are the markets that you're trading. Instead of trading a stock, you're trading an equity future. Everything here is dependent on the trader, you or me or whoever. So this is a independent thing. There's nobody's choosing. This is what we're trying to. And this is what we teach here: is how to find those areas and how to find the areas where you can make some money. That's what we're trying to do here. All right, market continues to downtick again. Not too surprising because there was no support all the way down to 33. It got down, of course, to 35 and bounced back up a little bit here. So patience is important. All right, market is bouncing off of the 35 area. Yes, we do have some strategies. That's what we do teach in our education course. Strategies to trade S&Ps. Uh, S&Ps are equity futures. All right. This has been fun. Well, at least we're getting some opportunities to trade. That's about all I can say. I have to explain myself. We got down here to the 35 again. We got support down at 33. Bondos continue to rally, reacting to these S&Ps kind of falling out of bed here a little bit. All right, market going to retest the 36 area and then pop back up. Again, we have 33. The charts are telling you the price action of a futures contract that's traded on the exchange in Chicago. Futures contract is traded on the exchange in Chicago is futures contract that trades an index called stocks on the U.S. stock markets. And that's what we're trading. We're trading the index on U.S. stock markets. The charts is what the price movement is. If you had a chart for a stock that was up there and the price moved on a stock, you would understand that very clearly. Obviously, you're having a little trouble understanding the fact that it is a futures contract moving around and you don't understand the reality of it's both the same. What's the logic behind this? I don't know. Making money. I've been explaining it for the last half hour. You know, we have to find the areas where the markets are going to bounce. You buy those areas or you sell those areas, and that's how you make money. You know, you buy low and sell high. That concept, just like buying a stock, you buy low, sell it high. You're doing the same thing here with finding areas in the market where it gives us an opportunity to make some money. You buy low and sell high. That's what you're trying to do. I don't use any indicators. Resistance would be back around the 60 area, like I said earlier. I do. I do have Bollinger Bands. Yes, I guess I lied. I do have indicators. All right. So you do understand what Bollinger Band is, and you do understand what SMA is. So you're not as you have no idea what's going on here. Well, that's good. That's good. The Bollinger Band is at a 21. Market kind of having trouble rotating back up to the upside. 21 is where the Bollinger Band is. And the green band, which is moving average, is set at 200. All right. We are having a little bit of trouble upticking. Again, resistance right now would probably be around the 53 area. We have to wait for opportunities to trade here. We don't like to jump in the middle here. Gets a little bit choppy or kind of guessing, and the volatility is moving around. So you will have an opportunity to trade. It's just a matter of being patient and waiting for it. It all depends on the situation. It all depends on if we get to an area that I'd like to trade at that level. Everything is as dependent on market volatility and movement and price action. We're getting a little bit choppy here. We're getting a little bit of a trade. Choppiness trade. So be patient. If you're going to trade the chop, then you could do that, but be careful and keep your stop in there. Okay. Well, that's good. Glad they say that. It all depends on the individual trader and how much risk that they want to take. There's different risk tolerances for traders out there. Not everybody's the same, and some traders like to trade. Take a little bit more risk. Some don't. Again, anything here is dependent on the individual trader and how much risk that they are willing or able to take. So that could be true to some, but not necessarily to all. Well, we got 33, and then we have 27, and then below that we've got 20, 12, 03, and 40, 95. And those are option strategies, not futures. I don't have condors. I don't have eagles. I don't have swaps. I don't have any of those. Those are option terminologies. If you look at the chat box area, for those of you who are in here, you can see the levels that we added on to the 27, below 27. Again, we don't know what's going to happen. We are just going to be prepared in case it does rotate back down and continues to downtick. But we dipped down to 35. So now I have this, with the way the volatility is, be a little bit careful there around the 33 area. It just seems like it's a little bit, too close to comfort with the volatility that's in here. So maybe, no, you're not. Um, yeah. How could you tell, by the way? So again, as the market rotates down here to the lows, given the volatility, maybe make an adjustment there against the 33 or not. It's up to you. Like I said, everybody's got different risk tolerances, so that's an individualized thing. Again, resistance would be back around the 53 area. Yeah, again, so the market continues to bounce off that 35 floor that it created. And the uptick in here, resistance would be around the 53, 54 area. All right, market just kind of floating back and forth, a little range bound there, and see what it wants to do. Obviously, we don't like range bound, but it's obviously because of the volatility. The range bound is big. Grr. All right. Again, we're range bound here. We get above, again, a little resistance around 53 to 54.
That's pretty funny.
You're breathing heavy.
I was just commenting on Sue Sudhansu.
Commenting.
Yeah, I was commenting. That was my comment. Says, like, am I coming on at 10:30?
You can come on now because I'm a little aggravated.
I can see why. Anyway, so
Very aggravating. He was very annoying.
Yeah,
and
no, I
and
listen.
then at the end, he says what he said. It was a waste of time for me. Trust me, jackass.
I know, and I'm sorry for that, but that's what you get, right?
Oh, really?
You get because you're
That's
you're
what
very
you send me.
you're very generous with your time and your commentary.
That's what you send me.
Hey, listen, I cast a wide net. I believe everybody should have an opportunity to come in here and listen to Saul. I really do. And I think after that, they'll be in good shape. Because God knows I wish I had started out with you back in the day. So I want to welcome those that are joining us today. Welcome aboard. You're coming in as guest status. This is an opportunity for you to learn how to trade or learn how to trade better based on this E-mini trade along. Saul Shawul is your host and mentor. Saul is a experienced 25-year trader. He is scalping and trading the market for his own account. So he is at risk during the morning session based on his proprietary scalping levels and zones. Having said that, he invites individuals that are interested in trading as a serious hobby or a living to come in and look to get set up to trade. He is also working with individuals that have been trading for a while and feel like they need something additional to their trading arsenal, and Saul looks to help them do that. This is really an opportunity for you as individuals to decide if you want to be here, stay here. Hey, Don, are you around? Don J? Hey, Don. Hey, when you post your stuff, can you post it also to attendees? You have the choice, like panelists or panelists and attendees. For those that are regulars in our service, if you can post to both, which is panelists and attendees, I think that might be helpful for those that are coming in and not, there's a couple of people that do it, but I think it might be good to have a little bit more in the chat area that the part of our friends and family can see. Now remember, everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as direct trading advice. This is really a focus and learning opportunity for individuals out there. There's a nice group of people in here on a daily basis that have taken Saul's mentoring and his coursework. Those that are signed up for his monthly based on the friends and family opportunity. And then we have guests coming in. And guests, we hope you're enjoying it. And we ask you to roll over to friends and family as soon as you can. If you can't, that's okay too. But it would be unfair for those individuals that are part of this service and part of friends and family to have individuals that are not part of friends and family. Friends and family is so nominal that it's ridiculous. It's $25 a week, $100 a month. Trading is a serious business. Just want to make sure everybody's taking it seriously. Tova, let me know what you're doing. Sebastian, let me know what you're doing. Richard L., let us know how you're making out, what you're doing. Rich V, same. Nicolati, let me know. Mike V. Hey, Mehu, welcome back. Hey, Kurt H., I saw you sneak in there. Kurt G. Julio, let me know how you're making out. Jim M. Janice, let me know how you're making out. Hamid. And I guess Andrew, did we answer the question about what is in Saul's daily opportunity that leads to the monthly opportunity? I think you probably picked up on it. I guess the first thing that Saul did was hand out, for educational purposes only now, okay? His levels that he's using for today. He had 4162 as his pivot, 4162. He had supported 53, 45, 33, 27, 20, 12, 03, and 40. 4095, excuse me. So then resistance at 67, 74, 79, and 86. As the trade progresses after the opening bell, those levels can be adjusted and tweaked based on the price action. It's like football, right? what happens after the snap? What do they call that? They call that play action. Well, price action is like play action after the snap. So the levels are set. We come into the opening session. We go through the morning session. If you haven't banked your money by the end of the morning session, let us know. Join our friends and family. Stick around. Get the levels on a daily basis. Load them into your software. Pay attention to what happens at those levels. Listen to Sal's adjustment and commentary based on those levels. That's the opportunity here. That's what this is about. This is where you have an opportunity over other people. Tova, that's great. So now, Don, you got to adjust yours to attendees also, right?
No, Don, don't do that. Just leave it like that. Okay, Don?
Wow. You are in the background paying attention to what I'm saying. I thought you were off like, chipping balls on your in your backyard on your what do they call that? The chipping area and the putting green?
No, I'd have to go to Don's estate to do that.
Yes, it is true. All right. So anyway, everybody knows what to do.
Yeah, I agree with you, Don. We're good.
Wow. All right. I'll be in the background. We'll talk later. Enjoy. I just sent out the friends and family link. Sign yourself up. If you need help with it, raise your hand, and we'll go from there. Right now, it's 10:38 a.m. on Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. Everything you do is for educational purposes only. Nothing's to be taken as direct trading advice or investment advice. And thank you.
Andrew, we don't show the trades because everybody enters trades a little bit differently. Not everybody enters trades exactly as I do or somebody else does, depending on how many contracts you trade. We generally understand, you know where the level is. I mean, like if I'm buying support level, you know that I'm buying that support level. If I'm selling support level, if I'm selling resistance, so on and so forth. The point is that I don't, and again, everybody gets in differently. You don't have to always take a trade, depending on volatility. Some don't like the volatility. So just because I might suggest a trade or have a trade out there doesn't mean that everybody has to, take that trade. So I'm a little, that's why we don't show them, because everybody trades a little bit differently. That's all. We just trade E-minis. We don't even trade bonds. We just have bonds up there to maybe help us with sometimes with where the E-minis are going. So yes, we don't trade other markets. It's just a nominal fee of $100 a month. You get the levels and the little commentary when I'm around, and not having to answer to some other people who don't make any sense. No, levels are not just based on Bollinger Bands or moving averages. They're based on the analysis that we do of the price action and the technical analysis that we do. We use the Bollinger Bands and the averages to help us, but they're not based on just strictly on that. That's correct, Andrew. That's the concept. But then we also have opportunities where we can get into trades via momentum trades as well. All right, we're a little bit range bound here. A big range, but nonetheless range bound. I got up to the 48.9 area. We were looking at the 53, 54 areas being some resistance. And that was earlier. It might change, depending on the price action. But for the time being, that's where we're still at. I don't know if we're going to get up there or not, but all right. So we're getting a little bit choppy in this little bigger range here. Careful there on the downside because of the way the market's trading around the 33. Maybe take the lower end of that range. Obviously 27 is right behind underneath it. We gave you other levels as well. It gets in this range trade, it gets a little bit tougher to get involved unless you're a range trade player. It does move around back and forth, but we never know when it's going to extend. So we have to be patient and wait. We had the 67 area on the upside. You had to take a little extra heat on that, but if you were able to stay with the trade a little bit, then he did all right against the sale, against our first resistance area. We didn't do well on the 53. And then the 60, the 45 worked all right for us. And now we're just kind of fluttering back and forth in this little range. So again, just be patient and wait for the market to give us an opportunity. You never know when they will extend to a level or not. A range game is tough to play as well. So you have to be a little bit patient and wait for the market to kind of give us some idea what we should do next, right? All right. Yeah, anybody has any questions? Hopefully, I I'm a little aggravated because of the person I had to deal with before. So I'm sorry. Then of course the market's not going my way, and and I'm sorry about that too. And so I'm a little aggravated here today with my commentary. I don't have much because I'm a little aggravated. So if anybody has any questions, again, feel free to put them in the chat box area. You can say whatever you want. I don't care anymore. I'm just having one of those days. Uh, it was nice last couple of days. It's going to get a little chillier the next few days, but yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's spring, so it's May. Can't expect it's not going to be freezing around here. So, um, weather's okay. Nothing special. It was nice over the weekend. That was true. That's true. But I guess they had some bad weather down in the south, and kind of just drifted, in the mid south, and it kind of drifted over to the east, and then I think we got the lower end of the top end of that rain, the front, whatever it was. I'm no meteorologist, but something happened there that created some movement here. That gave us a little bit of rain last night, which is fine. We need some rain. It's been very dry around here. I don't think I've had to fix a divot on the green in about a month. Then again, it's May, so. Right, Tim? Yeah, I've been like, I keep looking for I hit this nice high shot yesterday. It lands on the green. I'm looking for my nothing. And then the ball rolls off the green. I was like, how's that possible? You know what they say? There's always tomorrow. Got to be better than today. Well, it's not the money. It's I got a little aggravated. I got a little aggravated. The money's not so bad. It's just that the aggravation it got to me. All right. Again, this sell-off started off last night. Europe, I mean, this morning, and then continues here. So we're turning over here a little bit. Be a little bit careful there around the 33 area. Only because of the way it's trading. Otherwise, so we gave you some levels underneath. All right, market coming back down here, testing the lows. Let's see what it wants to do. Again, be a little bit careful there around the 33. Lessen the number of contracts or wait for 27. You do have that choice. All right, there's the rotation where we were looking for as you hit some stops. Again, be okay. Like I said, be careful there around the 33 area if you are going to take it. Definitely lighten the load there a little bit. If you took the 33 straight up, and then you did okay. If you didn't get in it, obviously the top end was not going to be too advantageous to us. All right there, Toba. I can see you got the proper contract to trade now, so that's a step in the right direction. It does help when we're on the same page. Yes, the 33 did make up for a lot of those other losses that we had, with a nice quick rotation here. Didn't have to hold that one too long. Again, I told you get out of the top end only because of the way the market was trading. But if you stuck with 33 straight up, You did okay. So it's a nice little rotation there. Make up for some of those that 53, which didn't work out too good. Market is definitely under a little bit of pressure. We gave you some underneath levels. There we go. If you look at the chat box area, they are imprinted there for you. Nice rotation there off at a 33. Next level on the downside we have is going to be down at the 27 area. All right, nice quick rotation there off of the 27 area. Got filled on both ends too on top of it all to give us a little bonus for us. Then we'll look now at the next level down below is down at 20. Again, all we're trying to do is take advantage of ebbs and flows in the market. So we gave you those levels below 20, 1203, and 4095. It's been a while since the market has rotated down this much lately, but hey, it's probably, again, we don't really care why. It's just happening. We're not trying to analyze the market. We're just trying to trade the market. We never got a rotation up to a good selling area. I know we tried a couple times, but it just never got up there. Yeah, I think that's why I've got 12 there done. And market is on the lows here, and that support level is down at 20. All right, market is bouncing around here. We've got resistance right now around the 40 area. Anything above 46, you want to be out of any shorts. So one of the reasons the market is down ticking right now is the fact that Janet Yellen is speaking, and she's the head of the Treasury, and she mentioned that rates, it may be that interest rates will have to rise a bit to make sure our economy doesn't get overheated. So again, market concerned, worried, doesn't like the fact that there's a possibility of interest rates hiking. But they definitely don't like it when people from the administration start talking about it, let alone the Fed chief. But he hasn't really said anything, so. Where does that come in there, Don? What price is that? Yeah. Okay. All right, we got resistance around the 42 area. Anything above 46, you want to be out of any shorts. The next downside support is down at the 20, 20 area, and kind of be here. Be a little bit careful in the middle. All right, take a little bit of break. Come back in a bit.
Hey, quick shout out. We're coming into the end of the morning session here. Right now it's 11:57 a.m. on Tuesday, May 5th, 2021. This is Sol's E-mini Trade Along. If you're interested in Sol's friends and family, his friends and family discounted rate, raise your hand and I'll send it out to you if you haven't signed up for it already. We're looking for 100% participation based on your participation in this opportunity on a daily basis. So Donald S., let me know how you're making out. Hamid, let me know how you're making out. Julio, same. Mehul. Tova. Nicolati. If I missed anybody, just let me know. Just raise your hand. I'll send you out the opportunity to sign up. Thank you.